The Cancer Fund of America. The Cancer Fund of America operated for decades as one of the most brazen charity frauds in U.S. history. Founder James Reynolds built a $187 million empire by exploiting cancer patients' stories, but forensic audits revealed only 3% of donations actually helped victims. The rest funded telemarketing firms, taking 85% of proceeds, Reynolds' six-figure salary, and luxury cars for his family. Their signature program, chemotherapy vouchers, came with so many restrictions that investigators found only $1,100 worth were ever redeemed. When the FTC finally shut them down in 2015, Reynolds avoided prison through a settlement that let him keep his Florida mansion. Help the Vets, Inc. Help the Vets, Inc. tricked patriotic donors into funding a lavish lifestyle rather than wounded warriors. Founder Neil Paulson collected $20 million between 2014 and 2017, advertising emotional stories about amputee rehabilitation. Instead, bank records showed $1.9 million buying his waterfront mansion, $300,000 for personal watercraft, and $75,000 for a Lexus convertible. The actual veteran services? A single $150,000 grant spread over 5 years, less than what Paulson spent on his pool installation. At sentencing, the judge noted Paulson's particularly cruel deception before giving him 5 years in federal prison. Central Asia Institute. The Central Asia Institute's heartwarming story of building schools for Afghan girls turned out to be a $60 million fabrication. Founder Gregory Mortenson's best-selling book, 3 Cups of Tea, described heroic efforts to educate children, but investigators discovered most schools never existed. Donations instead funded 328 first-class flights for Mortenson, $1.2 million in book promotion, and speaking fees of $30,000 per appearance. When confronted about missing funds meant for starving orphans, Mortenson blamed cultural misunderstandings and kept his Montana estate. Paying It Forward GoFundMe. The GoFundMe campaign, Paying It Forward, became the internet's most viral charity scam. Homeless veteran Johnny Bobbitt's story of giving his last $20 to help a stranded motorist inspired $400,000 in donations. But text messages later revealed Bobbitt, Kate McClure, and Mark D'Amico had fabricated the entire story days before launching the campaign. Bank records showed the trio blew the money on a BMW, Las Vegas trips, and a Louis Vuitton handbag within months. While all 3 served jail time, GoFundMe quietly changed its policies to avoid refunding donors. National Relief Charities. National Relief Charities positioned itself as the premier nonprofit helping Native American communities, but its financial records told a different story. CEO Robert Friend paid himself $1.2 million annually, while reservations they served remained at 80% poverty rates. Tax filings showed 90% of their $28 million budget went to public education, primarily TV ads featuring Friend touring reservations in designer suits. When journalists exposed their Phoenix headquarters' $15,000 monthly rent in a luxury high-rise, the board simply rebranded and continued operating. The Breast Cancer Society. The Breast Cancer Society exploited pink ribbon campaigns to line executives' pockets. Founder James Reynolds II, son of the Cancer Fund of America scammer, collected $150 million by promising breakthrough research. Internal emails revealed staff calling donors from fake survivor centers that were actually empty offices. Meanwhile, Reynolds drove a donated Tesla, spent $800,000 on luxury travel, and paid his mother $100,000 annually to monitor emails. The 2015 FTC settlement dissolved the charity but let the family keep their $4 million estate. The Trump Foundation. The Trump Foundation crossed the line from questionable to illegal when investigators followed the money. New York prosecutors discovered the charity was just a personal slush fund. $100,000 settled Trump's legal fees, $10,000 bought a portrait of himself, and $258,000 paid for golf tournaments at Trump properties. Most egregiously, they found a 2007 Iowa fundraiser for veterans where Trump kept $2.8 million of the $3 million raised. The 2018 court settlement included no admission of guilt, but required Trump to pay $2 million and banned him from running charities for life.